Hello and welcome to this video. In the last video, I mentioned the 6,567 price level as a major support zone for the S&P 500. This week, price bounced off that level just as expected. If you've not seen that previous breakdown, go and check it out. In that video, I explained how a bullish move could develop from this key level, and that's exactly what has played out this week. Same thing on gold. In the last video, I discussed how gold had been trapped in this sideways range. I said we could see a bullish breakout, and that's exactly what happened. Gold has now broken out of that range and is currently trading inside a supply zone around the $4,200 price level. Same thing on Bitcoin. In the last video, I explained how the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level was a key support zone for Bitcoin. That level held beautifully. Price respected it, and now we're seeing a short-term bounce, just like we predicted. We'll break down where price is likely headed next and how we plan to navigate the market from here. Everything will be explained in this video, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I share regular updates on Bitcoin, the S&P 500, and gold, so stay locked in and don't miss out. First, let's talk about the S&P 500. I told you in the last video how this is a crucial support level for the S&P 500 because we have had several tests of that level right here and also right here. With our several tests of that level, I was obviously anticipating a bounce from this price level upward. And right now, we didn't just make this bounce, but we also broke above this critical level here at the 6,750 price level on the S&P 500. And right now, we are retesting these highs over here, and hopefully as we go into next week, we are going to see a further push up on the S&P 500. And what does this mean for Bitcoin? It means that as long as the S&P 500 keeps pushing higher, we might keep seeing Bitcoin continue its short-term bullish move as well. So what we are going to expect more from the S&P 500 will most likely depend on how we open next week, because I still expect price to touch the 6,918 price level again. Or are we going to get a big rejection from here and continue bearish? Well, as we move into next week, I will let you know. Most likely in the next video, either on Sunday or Monday. If you wait for that video, I will tell you exactly where price is heading. But right now, we are seeing a good mood on the S&P 500, with this bounce from support that broke above this critical level over here, and now we are heading toward the 6,918 price level. So overall on the S&P 500, the price action is looking very interesting. This move is actually looking very, very interesting. We're going to watch it closely over the weekend because the market is closing today, Friday. So I'll monitor it more through the weekend, run more analysis, and by Monday, just like I did in the last video on Monday, I'll tell you where exactly price is heading next on the S&P 500. But for now, S&P 500 price action is clearly in a strong bullish recovery phase right here. Now over to gold. So when we go to gold, what we're having on gold right now is this. We've been stuck in this price range for some time, and just like I told you in the last video, I said we're most likely going to see a breakout from this range. And that's exactly what has happened. Now let's switch over to the 4-hour time frame and look at what the price is actually saying. Right now on gold, we are currently trading inside this supply zone right here, and price is presently rejecting that zone. This supply zone is sitting around the $4,200 price level on gold, and remember, that price level is within the same range where sellers have stepped in before. Now, I'm most likely expecting price to reject down again from here on gold because in the past, gold hasn't been able to break back up to the all-time high, and even recently, this bullish move we just saw was short-lived. So I'm expecting something similar to happen again, just like before. We might actually see another bearish rejection from this same supply zone around the $4,200 price region on gold. So that's all for gold for now. And if you head over to Bitcoin on the daily chart time frame, in the last video I told you that this 0.382 Fibonacci level is actually a critical level we need to watch on Bitcoin. And as you can see, price was able to respect that level. And right now we are in this dead cat bounce of Bitcoin. And right now, we are pushing this critical key level over here at the $93,067 price level. So we are approaching this key level over here, And I can tell you this key level that we are approaching right here is very significant. If you look closely, you can see how it has acted as a very strong support level right here around November 2024 to February 2025. Price was actually in a sideways range during that period, and that key level was acting as a support level. And as well, we had the $93,067 acting as a key support level again in May 2025. But recently, we broke below it, and now we are retesting it back right now in November 2025. So what's price going to do here? Maybe we are going to have a bullish push up, then another bearish leg on Bitcoin. In the next video, I'll explain my full view on where Bitcoin is heading. So for now, Bitcoin is currently trading at $93,067, and from here, we might actually see another bearish continuation, a short-term bearish continuation from this point. So I will watch this closely, and I will give you more updates in the next video. Because if you notice from this all-time high, we made this bearish leg, then we made this recovery. If you look at the recovery over here, this bullish recovery was just 12%. Then we made another bearish leg, followed by another bullish recovery of just 8%. After that bearish leg, we made this 8% recovery. Then we made one long bearish leg again. And right now we are experiencing another recovery. Let me measure it. We have recovered about 15% right now. So from historical structure, you've seen Bitcoin make 12% recovery here, 8% recovery here, and bearish continuation followed both. Now we are in a 15% recovery, and from here, we might most likely have this bearish leg continuation again from this price level. That will be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.